Okay, so this will be a video walkthrough for new players as well as returning players who might want to start over with all of the updates that we've seen in 2022. I'll pretty much just be following the Overseers and Wayward quest lines, which comprise a mini tutorial in-game. Also, I'll be playing on an open world, but will not be interacting with other players or joining any teams. This is going to be a true Lone Wanderer walkthrough. I'll also have some basic gameplay suggestions, regardless of what build style you might want to play. So, first off, there's almost nothing to interact with here in the vault. So let's go ahead and get your Pip-Boy. So one of the things we can do is go to this terminal and eject the Nuka Tapper game. You can read all the lawyer or even play the game if you want to. Next, we'll go ahead and go to our bed. Even though it seems that we have overslept due to the party last night, we must not have slept well because we did not get out of bed with the well-rested bonus. So we'll let this gray-haired gamer sleep for a few minutes. And soon we will get the notification that he is well rested. This will give us an XP bonus, which will really be helpful in the early stages of this game. There we go. Also, a new buff, at least new for Fallout 76, that was not available in Fallout 4, is the well-tuned buff. And you get this by playing instruments. So we'll go ahead and sit down and have a jam session with this acoustic guitar. And what this will do is this bonus will help us with AP refresh rates. So whether you're a VATS user or somebody that just needs to sprint and run a lot, AP refresh rate can really be helpful. So after some basic blues riffs, there we go. We now feel well tuned. And with that, we'll leave our room
you have been tasked with nothing less
and listen to the Overseer's recording.
Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vulcan
See the
is
afters
proud of you.
after.
I am proud of you. When you hear this,
Yes,
it means
after
I've been
effects of
gone
all
for
of this
several
partying
hours.
that we slept through.
I've got my own mission. Out
Follow
there
the
in
cues and the waypoints.
This is the Overseer, signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and interact with this very first
Hello. At
Mr. Handy
last.
and see what he has to say.
Today is your Reclamation Day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world.
Yes, I am. So you can go through the various dialogues, but I'm ready to go.
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking!
All right, and with that, we will get cracking and visit each of the kiosks. Got some purified water, some Radex, and then if you'd like more information, you can always interact with each Mr. Handy that is at each kiosk. But I'm going to speed right through. Grab some stim packs, some Radaway,
Be on constant alert with the clickety-click of your Pip-Boy's built-in radiation meter.
some building supplies, now, unlike Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, you really don't get any bonuses due to the attire you're wearing. So you can equip the party hat if you want, and you'll just look like a super noob that has just exited the vault. Instead, I'm just going to take it to sell later. I'm also going to deviate from the kiosk course and visit the Overseer's office.
Good to see you all together one last time. Drunk, joyous, and not stinking.
And we'll investigate her terminal
Minute by minute.
and play the holotape.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bomb spill. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Alright, you can read the rest of these if you want some more lore about Vault 76. We're going to move on. But that does give us some insight into the overall mission of following the Overseer and her concern over the nuclear silos. So we'll get back on the path.
Outside,
Grab this camp.
your construction and assembly mobile platform. Or camp. Remember one of Voltec's many
There's a pin that we can take. Some black rim glasses. Again, you can equip them, but they give you no bonuses. So I'm just going to take them and sell them. And then here are the perk cards, which will give you the boost to level 2. Now, just a quick rundown for those of you who are not familiar. You have special traits: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck, all spelling out special. So what makes you special? As you scroll through, it will tell you kind of the effects of each of these characteristics. I'm going to go ahead and take an extra point in strength, because in the beginning we will definitely need to have a little more carry weight, and the bonus to damage attacks will be very helpful, as in the beginning of the game, weapons and ammunition are rather scarce. Now, the first thing that pops up is a perk card. You don't necessarily have to take the perk card in the special category that you pick. At the bottom you'll see that there's a filter. So you can filter. This is the strength card that's available, Gladiator. But then here is a perception card, Concentrated Fire, an endurance card, Lead Belly, charisma card, Inspirational, intelligence card, First Aid, Action Boy for agility, and Farmer is your luck card. As it would happen, I am going to go ahead and pick the Gladiator card because a lot of our combat early on will be melee combat. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this card. As you can see, since I do have a strength of 2, I could have a Gladiator rating of 2 if I combine 2 cards, or I could have 2 level 1 cards under the strength category. I could also have a level 1 perception, level 1 endurance, so forth. Cards can be equipped and unequipped at no cost, and you'll have to get into the habit of doing this depending on what situation you're in. Some cards are better for combat, some cards are better for crafting, and you'll just have to change them out and hopefully remember to change them out. Nothing is more frustrating than going into combat just to find out that you have crafting cards equipped. And on we go.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Vaya con Dios. Buen viaje.
And here is our cutscene to leave the vault. Now once we leave the vault, there will be no return, but we've essentially done everything we need to do inside the vault. I am playing on an open world, so it is possible that we will be contacting that 24 players can play per server, but we will not be trading with any other players or joining any teams or initially be using any of the vending available from other players. And you can often find, as you exit the vault, that often other players will camp here in an effort to help new players, and they will occasionally drop off items that you can find exceedingly useful. But for our playthrough purposes, we're going to take the lone wolf approach. So our first waypoint is down here to this Mr. Handy unit. We'll have a quick conversation with him.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
All right. Well, we certainly will. You can ask all of these questions, but we're ready to be on our way.
Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
So, here are the 2 young ladies at the bottom of the stairs.
Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
Nope, as I've covered in this tutorial, the door is sealed tight and no one is getting in.
Damn it.
Hey!
We got a
Language,
tip from a
Lacey.
wayward. Heard of the
Small
place?
children could be watching
Bar
this.
down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
So have you seen the Wayfarer has been, the Wayward has been added to our map. So let's ask about that.
Wayward is what passes for civilization in these parts. It's got people and booze. A pretty good place to get information, too.
All right. Well, we're going to go with the honesty line.
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know what was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Yes, I would certainly like a weapon.
They sent you out here without a weapon? Be a quick trip trying to do this unarmed. Here.
That is correct. No weapons, no armor, just out into the wilderness. So, you can ask all these questions, but we're just going to get going.
Watch yourself out there.
Accomplished our goal. And the weapon that she gives us is a machete, which I found to be a great all-purpose starting weapon. They also may have some items here for us to loot. Some cans. I'm going to tell you, tin cans are your friend. When you scrap them, you will get lead, and lead is a vital ingredient for crafting ammunition. As a matter of fact, for the first several levels, the first part of this walkthrough, you will find that we are continuously looting and scrapping everything that we can get our hands on. So we're gonna run back up to here. Here you'll see a downed log or tree. This gives you the opportunity to gather wood. This is an opportunity you should take often, as you will find that wood is crucial for crafting and cooking. Now back up to the vault entrance, and going just past the vault entrance, you will see the body of a responder leaning up against this light post. This will also give you your very first ranged weapon. It's a guaranteed drop. Looking down the stairs, you'll see some robots called Liberators wandering around. Well, thanks to our strength points and our gladiator trait, we should be able to one-shot these guys. So best to just go ahead and get down there and start the melee. There's one right here on the bus. Whack him. There's this one. It's best to run up on them. Their laser shots from a distance can put a hurt on you. Also new in 2002, you'll see that bodies that you kill or contribute to the kill will glow. You also get the option of, instead of just transferring, it's going to give you access to all nearby corpses, so you don't have to run down and search for every single body. Extremely helpful. I'm going to run back to the bus here and loot all we can. Ooh, disease cure. It's a great find early on. Although luckily diseases are generally short term. If you do contract a disease, it will give you a length of duration. Now I'm going to go ahead and go down into sneak mode. There will be more robots down here at the bottom of the hill. I'd like to get to this Jeep first. Inside the Jeep there is an explosives crate. Now I haven't had much luck with grenades or other thrown explosives. Oh, we've been spotted. So you might as well run up. If you attack when you sprint, you actually get a bonus. Oh, where are you at? There you are. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, it's just best to close the distance. Hey, you. Don't you run from me. All right. All clear. Again, a few more melee weapons there. Oops. Hey, where were you? Oh, he's up the stairs. Hey. You can take the time to read the propaganda flyers if you want to. Just here to loot. There's an additional responder corpse here, but I probably got his loot. From the robots in the area when I looted them. So let's... Oh, here, glowing means that we have not. Let's see what's in this bus. Another stim pack, that's always welcome. Military ammo bag. Good deal. Some more ammo. Military ammo bag will have ballistic fiber. Something we'll need for crafting later. A broken camera, that's always good, can be repaired. And a working camera will come in handy later for other quests. So, we'll do some heavy looting around this gate. Kind of had a checkpoint set up there for the vault inside this military vehicle. Notice for the wayward. Again, lots of good loot around here. Ammo box. Another ammo box. Alright. Next we're going to go investigate this culvert down here. Harvest this fire cap. Now you will see standing water occasionally. You can drink it, which will quench your thirst, but also give you rads. Same thing if you collect it, you will get rads when you collect it, and it will just add dirty water to your inventory. Go to the other side of the culvert here. Some blood leaf, and I don't know if you can hear it over my commentary, but you see buzzing gnats. That usually means there's a body nearby. Here he is. Oh, some medics. Fantastic. Dirty water. I'm going to go ahead and continue to follow this washout. Oh, the campaign hat. Might be fun to wear, but better to sell. And as we go along, we will encounter a couple in the back of a flatbed truck. There's usually various non-violent animals around. Today we have rad yearlings and a rad doe. Those are usually pretty easily spooked and will run away. However, rad stags will attack. As you see, it scattered them, but hey, rad stag meat is fantastic to cook as it will help your carry capacity. Some logs to gather. Some moot fruit. Good for cooking. Jump up here. Pardon me. But I'd like to take your lantern and raid your ammo box. Now we could sit here with these two skeletons and the loving couple, but all that does is kill time. If you find through your battle with the bots that you are for worse shape, here's a quick mattress where you can rest and regather some health, but we're doing okay, so we're going to move on. Also, if you wanted to, here's a cooking station where you can cook some of what we found, but we're going to do that later here at our next location. As you can see at the bottom in my compass, here I'll put it directly in the middle, is the outline of a shack or house. When it's a silhouette like that, that means it's an area you have not discovered. Like, see how Fallout 76 is fully colored in? It's because we've been there. We're going to move down to this Moonshiner's Shack. You can move forward faster with no weapon readied. I'm going to grab a suit flower known as hub flowers in Fallout 4.
What's that noise?
And we can see that the Moonshiners are in some struggle with wildlife. I have come down here sometimes and found that they have lost the struggle with and only found corpses and had to find the wildlife myself. They seem to be doing well. So we'll grab some of the items around their camp and take the XP for discovering this location. There's really no stealing from NPCs, so feel free to loot as you wish. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to loot everything that's not tied down. Here's a recipe. Let's go ahead and learn that. All of these items are random, by the way. And this is actually a better haul than usual. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our lantern as it is getting dark. Inside this first shack, you'll see our first crafting station, which is a weapons workbench. We'll come right back to that after we finish looting.
Oh, I'm all out of water.
You can interact
we
with.
expand our influence, the more people we can help.
Hey, that's great.
Not enough people nowadays value the importance of a well-crafted meal.
Another tin can.
What's that over there?
Fantastic. Sometimes things are hidden in these little boxes. Don't see anything there.
Scorched to the ferals don't get you. Rads will.
Dead Brahmin. Now, while we won't eat the spoiled meat... Uh-oh.
That was too close. Gotta prepare for even more settlers moving in.
Ugh. It's hard work making a living out here.
So here's their still area.
Nothing lifts your spirits like a homemade meal.
Dead settler.
This place has a lot of potential.
I don't know. Perhaps their moonshine's a bit too strong. Instead of eating the pre-war food, I always sell it. Food is never a problem. You will craft more food than you can eat. Ooh, glowing resin.
If those raiders come snooping around, they're gonna regret it.
Free more money. Some of their finished product. Yep, this is a good haul. We don't have any recipes for booze yet. When you get some recipes, crafting station will come in hand. All you can do at the brewing station, though, is craft more liquor.
Fix that. Never seemed to end.
I believe we've done a pretty good job of looting. Since the settlers killed these ticks, we have no opportunity to loot their bodies. But one interesting fact is, as long as you contribute to the death of a creature, you do have the opportunity to loot. So if you shoot them once or whack them once and somebody else finishes them off, you still have the opportunity to grab the loot.
Huh. Need some new clothes. I'm getting real muddy.
Alright, let's go back to the weapons workbench. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, a hanging radstag. More radstag meat means more carry weight bonus. Great job. So, we're going to go up to the weapons workbench and start scrapping. We're going to immediately scrap all our junk. So we're going from carrying 97 pounds to 54 pounds.
Gotta wait a whole nother hour.
I'm going to sell these glasses and I'm going to sell that hat, but we're going to start scrapping weapons. Scrapping weapons is the way that you get mods. You might find mods,
Yeah. Now the people have come
but
back
those
to
can
this
only
area.
be
They all
attached to
wanna
a
be
specific
set
item
places like Foundation.
and not used again. So it's better to learn the mods through scrapping. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of cooking while we're here as well. Come on. Oh, it's glitching. What's going on here? Not letting me... There we go.
A little bit more salt.
We really need to clean
Start
up
with
around
some drinks. We're going to start with the boiled water.
Oh, nice. I just saw a lightning bug over there.
As you see, it takes 2 boiled waters to make one... Or 2 dirty waters to make 1 boiled water. Make some moot fruit
Just
juice.
about time to eat.
Make some blood leaf tea. Make some soup flower tea. Make some
Foundation
tato
might be coming
juice.
along, but We got a lot more work to do.
And we'll go ahead and make another moot fruit juice. Now, as I said, also need to craft some food. We have our grilled radstag. As you can see, we're using wood every time we cook.
What's that over there?
Syrup. You're going to love syrup. Okay. I'm going to go to our pit boy. And I'm going to scroll over to food and drink. And as you can see to the right, there's the fork and the knife that measures hunger, and the water droplet that measures thirst. And so we could use a little bit to drink. What you will find is that the food that you craft is what gives you bonuses. So we're going to drink a little mute fruit juice. Gonna drink a little tato juice. And we can eat some mole runnet chunks. As we go to our stats, as you can see, we'll have positive effects from eating and drinking these foods, as well as positive effects from being fully fed and fully hydrated. So I recommend staying fully fed and fully hydrated as often as possible. I've never had a problem finding food or water. And the bonuses you get through crafting make it the way to go. So you kind of have two choices at this point. You can fast travel back to Vault 76. You can fast travel to any known location or any other player camp. And when you highlight the player camps, they'll tell you what all they have for sale. If they're a vendor, they'll have that green V underneath them. So you can see that this guy has a lot of stuff for sale. And late game or mid game, after we finish this tutorial, you're going to really want to stop using vendors and start using other players, as other players' prices are generally substantially better. Now, we could fast travel back to 76 because fast traveling to 76 is free, but the cutscenes on my PS4 take about a minute. And so actually, it takes about the same amount of time to go ahead and just walk right back up there. And along the way, got lots of stuff to grab. Another log. All right. Here we are back at some familiar territory. It is getting dark. We've already got all the information and stuff from them we need. Grab some glowing fungus. Ready our weapons, as there are usually two liberators down here waiting for us. Douse the lights and go. You'll see one up on the left on top of that cliff. I'm going to get him first because he's the trickiest one. And one on the bottom to your right by a downed robot. So let's run up here. Hey, you. Alright. Your buddy is down here somewhere. There he is. So we'll grab his strength. Go back up here. Protectron. And we'll go ahead. Usually, again, I've hit some kind of anomaly. Here we go. Nearby courses, there's a dead body somewhere in the brush. It's hard to locate, but we are going to get a machete. Orders from Maria Chavez, talking about how apparently they've seen that 76 is now open, and they are observing from afar. She's asked Paul to look into this, and I'm going to assume that it's Paul's corpse is somewhere out there in the brush. And we'll take this pre-war money. We're going to go ahead and continue down this path to the Wayward. It should be fairly event-free. Plenty of stuff to grab on the way. Oh. Okay, just those. Again, the red stags are the ones you really need to worry about. These guys are just going to run away. And the odds of... Alright. Kind of hard to get these guys with melee weapons. They usually will bolt right away. Here to the left, we see another little structure. We're going to turn on our flashlight. In the bottom, gas canister, wood piles. Another great source of wood. A little cook stove. A place to rest. Again, if you're banged up, take a little rest, but you're more likely to suffer disease from mattresses on the ground. Oh man, good stuff. Take the stairs upstairs. Another duffel bag. Now, I don't usually drink alcohol, and the reason why is because while it does give you strength boost, it decreases your intelligence, and intelligence is what controls your XP. So I do not like to suffer intelligence drops, especially early on when every little bit counts. Now you'll find 2 musical instruments, mouth harp and a banjo. So let's see how we're doing on effects. We have 22 minutes still of being well tuned and an hour and 20 minutes of well rested. So I'm going to spend a few minutes and do some picking. If Roy Carter was around today to see this. All right. Well tuned again. And as you see, that's going to give us another hour's long bonus. Again, if melee combat is not your forte and you're feeling banged up, another nice place to rest. Let's get back on the path. You can see you move. Gather a little wood. You do move much faster when you do not have a weapon readied. And like I said, this area of the path should be pretty danger free, so you can move right along. Now, down at the bottom, you will see the silhouette of a tractor over some fields, which indicates a farm. And then the outline of another shack. Before we go to the Wayward, we're going to visit that little shack. Again, this should be fairly event-free. So we can keep our flashlight on and our weapon at our side. Gather resources as we go. Here we are. Another discoverable location, the isolated cabin. Some starlight creeper to harvest. Let's jump on in here. And loot everything that is not nailed down. Again, lots of booze. I'll not use it. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. And I hear gunfire in the distance. You can sit in the rocking chair if you want, but again, that's just a way to kill time. And we want to hurry up and get on to the Wayward. Got a TV, but no electricity. Don't want to sit around on your couch. Ooh, caps. Never hurts. Bobby pins. Oh, man. It's the same lockpick mechanic that you're used to in Fallout 4 and Skyrim, but in 76, lockpicks are much harder to come by. And here we have this corpse of the overseer of Vault 51. I assume his name is Reuben. We're going to take our safety key, along with a checklist. Kill Zax. Find anyone from 76. Not sure who Zax is or what he did to warrant death. Vital materials to build a shelter. Alright. Luckily for us, here we go. We're going to unlock this. We found some bobby pins. And again, if you're familiar with this mechanic, that's one down. This has gotta work. There we go. I don't generally buy things from vendors, but early on you might want to buy a few bobby pins. Go around to the side, find another cooking station, a hatchet. Take that. More starlight creeper. Some foxhide. Salisbury steak. We'll sell that. Oh, here's an empty crate. Psych. And a water pump, which is another source of dirty water. So you can drink from here if you really want to, or you can just collect. It's a very slow process, and you will take some rads. There's a tent. Now if you go up to the tent, you'll see that it does have an inventory. Take some of that good stuff. An outhouse up the hill. Never can tell. Alright, somebody doing drugs in the outhouse, along with an untitled poem. Nice. An ode to thermonuclear fallout. I'm going to go back around. Here's another workstation. We'll use that in a second. Some rabbit hide. None of these hanging hides are available, but oh, a wood pile. Never pass a wood pile. You'll see a lot of the houses and shacks have a fireplace, and almost every fireplace has a wood pile next to it. Easy source of wood. Workstation, and another great opportunity to scrap. Gone down from 85 pounds to 65 pounds. We're going to go ahead and scrap this hatchet. Let's scrap this extra machete and hope we get a mod. We did not. Short hunting rifle. There we go. Good deal. Now from here, you can see at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and pull up our Pip-Boy. And when we go to data, we still have the Wayward on our quest list. But on side quests, we have miscellaneous. Find out what the key unlocks. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, so it won't show so prominently on our compass. Our goal at this point is to get to the Wayward in one piece. You can also check the map. Okay, there we are at the isolated cabin. There's also a little shack kind of north of here. You can explore that later. It's got some more scrap, but nothing vital there. Again, at this point, we just really want to get to the Wayfarer as quick as possible. You can see the little white dot. I've identified that there is another player there, and you can see next to him that he is level 5. So just another way to know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and follow the path down. I'm going to suggest to you at this point that even though you see a farm and it is a discoverable location, to resist the urge to investigate at this time. It's crawling with creatures known as scorched, and I assure you we are going to come back and visit them later. So it's just best to keep on the road and get to the Wayward. I'm going to spend some AP and sprint a bit right next to this log truck, which surprisingly does not offer any wood. There's always a little tool chest. We're going to grab it. Our AP is refreshed, so we'll sprint a little more. Oh, hate to pass up a log. There we go. To the covered bridge. Cross the bridge. Careful not to fall in. If you do, it's not the end of the world. It just is inconvenient. Let's see if we can position ourselves to get a few things from that crate. Across. And to the left there is the Wayward. Once it becomes discoverable, I'm going to go ahead and call it for this video, and we will
You don't need to be afraid. That's it. We got her at a discount since she was deep.
start here and explore around the Wayward.
She